you for downloading our free Innovo shipment dashboard. Just because of this, you're entitled to a free 30 minutes consultation where we can not only help you implement this dashboard, but also with anything Magaya: permissions, documents, reports, automations, customizations, how to improve your processes from sales to accounting or anything in between, and much more. So with this out of the way, let's begin. Here in the dashboard, you have a direct access to that 30 minutes consultation page. Here you can just book anywhere where there are slots available. You pick the date, fill the form, and that's it. You will receive a calendar invitation as well as a Zoom link. Okay, if that is not enough for whatever reason and you still need support, you can do so by accessing our support page. Make sure to enter all the fields, and then on the service drop-down list, make sure you select consulting. Okay. So let's get started then. So the instructions are pretty basic. The first thing that you need to do to make this work is go to the shipment list and choose columns there and choose exactly these columns in the picture. So let's go ahead and do that. We go to Magaya, shipment list, and then just to show you how it would look on your end, I will set or reset the default columns here in the system, right? And then I will choose columns again and we'll start choosing exactly what is requested here. So status, so there, date would be the second. Type layout, so type is here, layout is over here. You have to drag those up. Then name, so name I see it about here. Then we need waybill number, which was already there. Master waybill number, so let's type master, there it is. So let's drag this one up all the way to here. Billing client. So we'll type billing, here it is. This is way down, so let's put it up. I know for a fact shipper and consignee are not here, so I will remove them. So weight and volume, weight's here, in volume is here. It will work on whatever dimensions you set in your system, pounds, kilos, cubic meters, cubic feet, whatever. Origin port, destination port, those are here. Origin, destination, carrier, it's already there. Executed by, okay, that's a good one. Under carrier, sorry, executed by was under carrier. We don't need pieces, we don't need schedule, key, D, or last four, and then we're missing origin country and destination country. So let's type origin country and destination country. So the next thing I recommend you do is save this as a view. I will go to save this view, and this is gonna be called dashboard data demo in my case. So I will hit OK, and then this will be available here anytime you need to come back and do something about this list or export it again or something. So you will see that if I reset this as the default columns, if I select another view and then go back to this one, it will save that column configuration. So that's a time saver right there. Okay, next thing, let's see here. So we save the view, we did that already, and then we go to actions export. Okay, so we will export this list as an Excel file. So actions export, we go CSV, HTML, or Excel. We choose a folder, of course. So I will select any of my folders here. Okay, I will save it in this dashboard demo folder, right? And I will save it as an Excel file. Okay, there it is. Do you want to replace it? Yeah, let's do yes. And export. Okay, depending on the size of this list, it will take a few more seconds. In my case, it was pretty quick. Okay, you can put it on your folder, whatever folder you have selected there. In my case, I will not use that file. I will use one that I have already prepared with dummy names, just for the sake of privacy and confidentiality. So now that we're done with this part, let's go to step number four. It says open it up and continue with instructions on the sheet menu too. Okay, so we click here, it takes us to this menu. Now we have more instructions here. These are strictly related to the dashboard. So let me explain this to you. So we have three buttons here, or three options here: clean file, prepare file, and fix dates. So let's begin. Number one, use clean file only when there's a table on sheet 1 export. Okay, so here in this sheet right now, there's a table. Okay, you can tell that because it says table here. Okay, this menu is only available when there's an actual table. So we will use then this clean file option, which will get rid of the table. Okay, so as you can see, the table's gone. Let's go back to this menu. Now it says copy all the data from the dashboard data that you exported. So let's open that file. I will select all the data from the file that we exported, paste it right here, go back to the menu, and then click on prepare file. Okay, that's step number 4. What this prepare file function does is it runs a macro in the background that will create a table from that data that we exported. We'll filter it and format it in order for it to work as the data source of all the features and filters in the dashboard. So let's do that. Then at the end, it will take us to the dashboard main sheet. And as you can see, everything is already updated. So we will have a timeline here at the top where you can choose depending on the amount of months or years or days that you selected. You will have more or less options available. You can choose from years to quarters to months. I prefer quarters. So let's do, for example, a couple of quarters here. And if there's any change in the information, then it will update. If I remove the filter, I will select everything, all the periods. As you can see, we have January, February, March, like a lot of information from this year and just a few data for last year there. Okay, so yeah, you can analyze, for example, 2020 quarter 2. You go and do that, and then all the charts will update to display that. Okay, they take a few seconds to load, but everything is linked. Okay, so let's do, for example, quarter 3-4 from 2020 and 1-2 from 2021. Right, that's exactly what you will see in the charts. Now let's explain a little bit about the other filters. We have 3 here on the top. The type of shipments, for example, so you can pick between air, ocean, or ground. If you had any, it would appear there. So if I only select air, right, all the data updates. If I select only ocean, same thing, and of course both, same thing. Same thing with the layout. Layout meaning house, master, straight, or even sub houses sometime, right? So maybe you want to analyze by master only. So you just click on master and all the charts update. Maybe because you are more sales oriented, you want to analyze houses and straights, right? Because that's where your billing clients are. So if you want to select multiple options, you activate this multi-select and then you click on as many as you need. It's specifically useful in the filters on the left that we will go over in a second. So as you can see right now, we're seeing both incoming and outgoing shipments, but of course we can filter just one of them. Incoming here, all the stats at the very top updates, and then outgoing, same thing. Everything changes, right? So let's put those two back in there, and then let's see all these options here on the left. So what we have put here is billing clients, right? So in case you want to see only a specific client, right? So if you select that client, of course you will see only that client's data, right? And you can even select multiple clients. So let's say we activate this option, the multi-select option again, and we want to see client A, G, and M, for example, at once, right? For whatever reason. So all the charts again are updated from that. And in the charts that we added here is volume and weights over time. The top 10 clients, of course, right now we have only 3 selected, so we're seeing only those 3 in the total. The total shipments by origin, total shipments by destination, total shipments by employee, right, with the count in there. So of course, those are pretty useful charts depending on the mix of filter that you choose to display, right? Same thing with a carrier. Let's say we want to analyze only a specific carrier here, so we'll update all the data. Very, very useful in case you want to negotiate with a carrier about rates or something, because maybe you are moving more cargo with a specific carrier than you anticipated, so that gives you the power to negotiate and show them, hey, I'm moving, a certain amount of kilos or cubic meters or whatever, right? Let's select them all again. And of course, some geographic analysis based on origin or destination port, or even countries. So let's say, for example, you want to analyze only Netherlands, which there's actually 2 of them here. Let's remove the filter. Let's unselect all of them and select only some Europe countries, for example, right? Something like that. And again, everything updates immediately, automatically, all right? And maybe you want to select also only a specific destination country, right? So let's select only one of these, right? And I mean, the possibilities are endless, as many filters and combinations of filters as you need. All these changes are happening automatically in the Excel sheets where these charts take the data from, one of them being this table view right here, because sometimes it is useful for you to have the data here in the native Excel format in case you want to analyze or extract information in Excel. So for example, if you want to see, okay, let's do carrier one, I want to analyze what happened with this guy, and I want to see only the incoming, the outgoing shipment, sorry. So if you go to the table view, it's filtered out like that, right? So there's only that specific carrier with his specific period of times and shipments and data. So, you want to further analyze, you can always do so, right? You can export this or copy this into a new spreadsheet and send it over to that carrier, stuff like that. All right. So I hope it is really useful. Please don't hesitate to contact me in case you need to take advantage of this or maybe expand its functionalities or maybe the layout or design or whatever you might need. You have 30 minutes free of charge in order to better implement this to your needs. And that will be all. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.